For me, it seemed like a really natural collaboration to work with Start-rite, looking at what mothers were going to want in a shoe to create my own range, which is called Start-rite by Myleene class. I love the opera, I love music, and I thought it would be quite fun, quite quirky to name the shoes after some of my favourite operas. My mum always stressed the importance of wearing fitted footwear because as a nurse and as a mum, you know, she wants the best for her children, and as does any mum. And I think it was just a really important message to learn that I want to pass on to my own children, and also just to spread out there because, you know, not everyone is aware of what fitted footwear actually does. Children's feet are so malleable, they don't even feel pain essentially when they're being put into the wrong shoe, and then they can be formed in the wrong way if they're wearing a wrongly fitted or incorrect size of shoe. My top 5 tips for any parent who's buying their children some shoes would have to be, number 1, the definitive, get your child's feet measured. Now, if your little one is just learning to walk, it's recommended that they get their feet measured every, 6 to 8 weeks. However, if they're a little bit older, then 3 to 4 months is fine. Tip number 2 would have to be, as tempting as it may be, do not hand children's shoes down from one child to the next. I understand it's tough times we live in, but at the same time, the money that you're investing in your child's foot and in their health, it's so important that you give them the best chance and the best start that you can. And no 2 feet are the same, so you might think you're doing what's economically best, but at the same time, you could be doing a lot of damage later on in the future. Tips 3 and 4 kind of go hand in hand, if you like. I'd say tip 3 is give yourself some time when you're doing this. Anyone who's got children knows that you can't really rush anything when you've got your children with you, and in order for them to be fitted correctly, you can't just run in, grab a pair of shoes that look like they might fit. Get them fitted correctly, take your time over it because it really is worth doing so. And number 4 is make it fun. If something is a fun experience, they're going to have a positive attitude towards it themselves later on, and they'll enjoy the experience. And you know what, as a mum or a dad, you want to enjoy the experience too. I'd say tip number 5 is actually know what you're looking for. I knew from my mum fitting my shoes is that it consisted of her sort of squidging the toe and watching me walk up and down the shop, but I didn't really know what she was looking at. And when it came for me to look at Ava's feet, I actually asked the lady that was fitting her shoes, what is it you're actually doing? So when they're prodding the toe, they're actually checking there is still a little bit of room for growth, not that it fits right to the very end and is touching the fabric of the shoe. It's worth knowing that when you're prodding the toe and looking for where it fits in the actual shoe, that Start-rite allow for growing room. It also is worth knowing that not many children's shoe manufacturers allow for that growing room, so Start-rite, they're pretty special. And also, when they're walking up and down the shop floor, it's like you in your own shoes, don't let the heels slip out of the back. For anyone that wants more information about the Start-rite by Myleene class collection, just go to startriteshoes.com.